What's going on, YouTube? It's Belthazor3457, and welcome to my first win as Zerg. At least the first one that I recorded, I think. At least the first one that I remembered to record. It's a win as Zerg. Anyway, this is my first game as Zerg that I really won that... Yeah, my first Zerg game. I hope you guys enjoy watching this video, as fail as my playing is, even though, you know... But hey, I'm still in the Beginner's Practice League, so yeah. Anyway, I am Red Zerg in the bottom position. My opponent is Blue Zerg in the top position. This is a Zerg versus Zerg match, which is... This game is a big surprise to me, because I was, you know, originally going random. I was doing a lot of random games in the Beginner's Practice League, and I got, like, Terran and Protoss, like, 6 or 7 times. 6 or 7 games in a row, and I figured, okay, I should play a Zerg game. So, I joined a game, you know, as Zerg, and as it turns out, my opponent was also Zerg, and I see very, very few Zerg people, you know, very few Zerg players, so, you know, it's turned out to be an interesting game, at least to me, and, you know, it was a Zerg versus Zerg, which was a big surprise to me, and, you know, first one that I won, at least that I recall winning, and, yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. My opponent has... you know, 12 supply, 13 supply, and he's building a spawning pool. And you didn't see it, but I did the little extractor trick thing over here. Someone else, you know, showed me the extractor trick where you can get 2 extra supply. I started building a spawning pool, and I have a hatchery building. Somebody else showed me this build order. Basically where you use your 12th drone to make a hatchery, and then you use your 11th drone to make a spawning pool. And that's exactly what I did, so I followed that little build order. But I actually go without having to, you know, without being able to produce things for a while. Because I'm saving up resources so that I can build a queen at both of these expansions at the same time, once the spawning pool is up. Meanwhile, my opponent has his extractor up, and he's mining from it with 3 drones. His second one's not up yet, he's got a spawning pool up, and, yeah. He's building his first queen. And at this point, it's, I'm not experienced enough with Zerg build orders. I haven't faced enough Zerg opponents to understand what people, you know, what options there are that come from claiming 1 gas but not 2. I know that there's, like, some sort of order to this, to the build order that he's using, but I don't know what it is. One thing I have wondered, though, is when people build queens, you know, he moves his queen over here in a little bit. I think it's to attack my overlord. And then he just sort of keeps it here. And the thing is, if you keep your queen, you know, over here, or, you know, somewhere in the mineral line or something like that, I keep thinking that maybe that'll delay the drone's mining time because they have to go around the queen and stuff. Does that actually happen? And he's making a lair. Anyway, my queen spawned here, but I moved it over here so that I could spawn larva from this side. So does that actually happen if you, like, leave your queen here? Will it make the drones have to go around it and delay the mining time? If someone can answer that, that would be awesome. See, I'm moving another one of my queens, so, yeah. At this point, you know, I'm thinking, okay, what strategy do I want to pursue? Because I know this is a Zerg versus Zerg. What do I want to do now? Oh, my opponent's building a hatchery. Wahoo. He's also building 2 extractors. And I start thinking, it's the Beginner's Practice League, so most early game rush strategies don't work because there's destructible rocks protecting everybody's base on all Beginner's Practice League maps. So I think, what should I do? Well, what I should do is I should go for a Nidus Worm build, and I think I'll go Roach Nidus Worm. So I'm building a Roach Warren, right here. And I figure I'll build roaches, I'll build a Nidus Worm, I'll pop a Nidus Worm up in his base with my scouting overlords, and then I'll kill stuff. But for now, I sent my overlord over here to the island expansion. The thing about island expansions is, I've never seen another Zerg player take the island expansion. And it's been rare for me to, you know, honestly, I don't think I've seen a Protoss player take the island expansions either. I've only seen Terran players do it. But, you know, a Zerg player can claim an island expansion if they have a Nidus Canal with for the cost of 1 Nidus Worm and a hatchery. You know, pop a Nidus Worm up here, send a drone over, plop a hatchery down, and Boom, you have an island expansion as Zerg. I don't know. I don't know why I don't ever see other Zerg players do that. Maybe it's tabooed or something like that. Maybe there's some sort of evil, malevolent StarCraft god that forbids Zerg players from being allowed to take island expansions, and it's taboo if you do, and if you take an island expansion as Zerg, then horrible things will happen to you and your family or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, maybe the StarCraft gods will have mercy on me for, you know, being an infidel and an unbeliever and stuff like that. So yeah, anyway, I'm building my lair. And I've got queens in both my hatcheries, I'm spawning larvae, and I'm going, I got resources in the bank, what do? I should build overlords, and I eventually start researching burrow and, you know, doing stuff like that. And lots of exciting, interesting things happen. I eventually claim this island expansion here via Nidusworm. As for my opponent, he's built a lot of Zerglings, and he's mutating them into Banelings, because he's also got a Baneling nest. But he doesn't research speed for his Zerglings or speed for his Banelings, so, Anyway, my first roaches are out. I've got more of them on the way, and I'm supply blocking myself over and over and over again. And then building overlords, and then supply blocking myself again, because I'm failed with Zerg. But hey, it's still a beginner's practice league, so yeah, I have a certificate, and I'm allowed to, and stuff like that. Anyway, my overlord doesn't get here in time to notice what's going on. He puts a Nidusworm in my base, and my mineral line is about to have horrible, terrible things done to it. Don't you just love the way Banelings explode and stuff that's killed by them explodes? Same thing with roaches. Oh, no. Get out of the way, Overlord. Ah! Bad, Overlord. Bad. Bad. Spank. Spank. Okay, anyway. Yeah, my mineral line's about to die. Because he attacks me with Zerglings and Banelings, but my roaches come out just in time to save the day. Even though I rally pointed them. And they defend against this attack, and the Zerglings go fry.